Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This pick a card reading is a general reading, so it should fit any situation you find yourself in. And as always, we have our three piles here with group 1 on the left through to group 3 on the right. The timestamps will be in the description box below, along with the cards that I'm using. If you'd like a private reading with me, there's a link in the description box to book that session. There's also some links to my social media pages if you'd like to check those out. That being said, I'll leave you with your selection and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey group 1, and welcome to your reading. If you've chosen this piece of agate slate, then this one is your reading. So this is a new little piece, and so I've done a little Google of the meanings of agate slice of agate. But it's also got its own little message because it just is so stormy, and that's the first thing I saw when I looked at it. It's such a stunning piece, and it really does look so stormy, like the ocean foam and crashing up against the rocks, and having discussions about it with other people and different interpretations, and it's been really interesting actually. And somebody did notice a seahorse in the message here as well. You can see a seahorse, and definitely see that now. Didn't see that myself at first, but now I do. And the message of the seahorse is to sort of sit back and wait and let things reveal themselves. And it's also can also be the paternal side of the family, like looking at the father roles, or maybe different gendered roles, things like that could be applicable for you. And also another message was like the thickness of the skin, so having like endurance and having really thick skin, not letting things get to you, not getting sucked into drama. That's another message of the seahorse too, is not being attached to drama, and just yeah, it's such a lovely bit. I really like it. So the message I got on Google was that transforms negative energy into positive energy, enhances mental function, concentration, enhances perception and analytical abilities, soothing anger, and instills security and stability. That's pretty nice vibes there from that particular piece. So group 1, let's jump into your reading. It's very interesting reading as well. Don't know where to start, but start with the past energy as usual. There's lots of synchronistic cards as well on the table, like lots of just imagery, or you've even got some of like the exact same message but from different decks. So there's a lot of synchronicity, a lot of strong messages from spirit, so you might be experiencing your own synchronicities and coincidences, all these messages that are really trying to get to you at the moment. So we've got Justice, the Magician, and the Six of Pentacles in the past energy. 2 major arcanas. Got a fair few interesting major arcanas scattered throughout your reading, and it ends on 2 very powerful ones as well. So this is there's a lot of shifts and change happening in your world, like really big ones that sort of change, lifestyle change perhaps, or just really things are moving forward in a really good way, in a good direction. What I see here with the Justice and the Magician, for some of you this could be legal situations that have been finally cleared up, or there's been deliverance of consequences, or deliverance of just like, it feels like things wrapping up, or something just finalizing so that you can move forward. And with Magician, 6 of Pentacles here, you may find yourself, recent past, it feels kind of like very current energy as well, stepping into your own power and making really empowered decisions to move life forward in a way that benefits yourself and other people. You may be seeking, for some you may be seeking a lot of assistance as you, I was going to say culminate, maybe that's the word. As you move forward, you might be needing and requiring assistance. You might be getting the assistance you need with the 6 of Pentacles. For others, you might be giving that assistance and helping other people. You might be a legal advocate, or you might be somebody who's helping someone else move through something that's maybe a tricky situation, but you're the person they need for the job. There's multiple ways you can read this energy. But what I see here is it's really strong and things are moving forward. I just keep feeling in a beneficial way. Everything, the word beneficial seems to be standing out quite a lot here. With Magician, Six of Pentacles, for some of you this may be about your career, the work that you do. You may be somebody who works with helping people, being of service in some way. You may be a teacher or anything, you know, it could be so many things here. But I feel like this reading is mostly about just your own journey. Like, not so much, like I see relationships here, and I see like a lot of different variables and things in your life, but this reading, what's most important right now seems to just be your own journey, your perceptions, where you're headed and how you feel about where you're headed and how you think about life, I think, as well. And I see a lot of help around you at the moment. Like, there's a lot of love and support there for you, and you've got a lot to give as well. So it's a really nice energy, and I think things are correcting, if that makes sense. Like, it's the time to be very honest with yourself as well, with the Justice and Magician there. Like, these consequences are your choosing. So maybe if there's been like some storms with that seahorse crystal, kind of the first message I got from that was such a stormy energy. And maybe you've been through a bit of that within your own being, you know, within your own psyche, in your own mind, or maybe perhaps in relationships, in work, whatever, however it is, behaviors, habits, addictions. But what I see here is a balancing of the scales and honesty, a fresh slate even for some people, where you can really just move into your power within a situation. So in the current energy and as we move ahead, I thought this was a kind of interesting combo as it sat on the table. We have the King of Cups, the Four of Cups, High Priestess first. But in the imagery, you can see this person in the center is being handed a cup by I feel that cup there comes from the High Priestess, you know, in a way, like reaching behind the pole, like a mysterious cup there. So cool. And that is so the universe, like spirit, and in all the ways, in any way that you do connect, whether you feel they're past loved ones that are constantly talking with you, getting you messages and signs, or if that's the Divine Mother herself, however you connect, whatever it is. I just feel the spirit's really reaching to you. Like, the first card for this reading is Hawk Spirit. Let spirit be your guide, and lots of messages and signs, and just being able to see the bigger picture with this card, which is interesting. Another synchronicity is look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. There's lots of cards that do pair up like that, and we'll get through them. But anyway, all these cards here show that I feel like things are going in a really, really well for you, although it doesn't always perhaps feel that way for whatever reason. Four of Cups here, there may be some things that are still not totally working out. You might not totally be seeing the opportunities that are there for you, but there are opportunities here. I also see there's a lot of maybe people around you, or maybe a specific person around you that's very close to your heart, or it could also be your work, your career, something you're very passionate about. With the King of Cups here, I do feel there's something you really love and want to cherish, and I see that staying with you and being with you, and it's a very beautiful thing. I just also see other parts of, like, the Four of Cups feels, I feel like you're getting a lot of different offers right now, like whether that's what do I want to say? They don't have to be big, grandiose offers of life-changing miracles. That maybe they are, but like, I just do feel like there's a lot of beauty around you, although there are still some things you might be upset about still, that you're still releasing or just moving through, and that's okay. Spirit's guiding you through that, and as you sort of step back, like we see with the Hawk Spirit in the bigger picture, as you sort of step back from dwelling over these three empty cups, you will, step back, you'll see the bigger picture. You'll see these other cups are actually being offered to you, and you might embrace those a little bit more this week. So there's a lot of beauty here, and it gets better. Like, these cards trickle on. So the only, there's challenge cards, which we'll get to, but really the only heaviness is just within yourself, and any holding on to the past, possible dwelling or anything like that, which I've got to say again, that's perfectly fine. That's okay to feel that way. You won't always feel that way, but honor it while you do, and that's all good. Spirit is here. I feel like a lot of just taking it easy, like listening to music, playing music, creating art, just sort of taking it easy is really important. Any of your spiritual practices you're doing at the moment, like High Priestess is in the center of your reading, so you might be doing some energy clearing, you might be getting a reading, you might be meditating. You might be doing some other practices that just are really meaningful and help you connect to your intuition and help you feel connected to your spirit and to life and everything. So, further into the week ahead, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Three of Cups. I really like the Eight of Wands because it's sat with another little synchronistic card on the table, energy. Because the imagery, I shouldn't jump to it so quickly, but it's exciting. Look at that. They're both like riding off, and it's energy, and the Eight of Wands is about high energy, and I just thought that was so awesome for you. You're going to be getting a lot of that. If you're not already experiencing it, you will. I'm going to read that energy card from the book a little later. Just wanted to show you because it's awesome. But yeah, Knight of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, two opposing energies in a sense, because the Knight of Pentacles is slow, but the Eight of Wands is fast. We have the Three of Cups here as well. So I feel like some things are moving fast and some are moving slow. Of course they are. There might be like some things you need to wait for the timing of, and that's okay. Once that timing happens, boom, things are going to really go quickly. There is a timing factor in some of this. Yeah, big time, especially with the High Priestess next to the Knight of Pentacles. You know, like there's not a bigger screaming message of divine timing on something. So, you know, just abide by that and do what you can with what you've got until it's time. But with the Three of Cups at the end of your week and the Eight of Wands, I just feel like there's perhaps a nice weekend ahead for you, or whenever you connect this message, like the end of that week time. You can perhaps expect communication from a friend to invite you out with the Three of Cups, a birthday, a celebration, and something to really enjoy with people that you love. These people are gathering together for a drink. They're having a ball. You know, there's the male on the Eight of Wands. You know, a message coming in about this. So you can expect, for some of you, a very unexpected message with the High Priestess there, and perhaps someone you haven't heard from in a little while. And I do feel like at times you will be feeling a little bit like this, and that maybe the people around you are doing a little better than you at times. You might reflect and feel that way, but I just want to say, don't worry about that. Don't stay there too long. Just you know you're good. You know you've got what you need, and that everything is going to be fine, and that anything you want to improve you can, and are working towards that anyway. But it's okay to be a little glum if you want to. It won't be like that all week. There's a lot of really good stuff, and you're in a good place, and you're moving into your power, and you're moving into your truth. So I see that. But anyway, end of the week, beautiful times, high energy, especially with the energy card above the Eight of Wands. Maybe we'll just go straight to the energy card from the book. Everyone has specific energetic vibration. Learning to discern the difference in your energy when it is a high or low vibration can help you self-regulate. As you come to understand your energetic distinctions, you'll be able to adjust your vibration consciously. When your vibration is lower, your energy is heavier and denser. At such times, you may experience discomfort in your body or be susceptible to catching a cold. You may find that your problems are overwhelming. You may also feel less motivated and view things more pessimistically, like basically the Four of Cups. I'm kind of glad we went to the book right now. You know, and that's okay. If you're feeling that, you know, the High Priestess is always going to give you opportunities. That's that other cup that's reaching out. The High Priestess is always going to reach to you and say, you know, maybe a mantra would be nice. Maybe this will help you. And you'll do those things, and they will help you methodically, carefully move forward. Knight of Pentacles, like one step in front of the other. You got to do the practices. They will pull you out of the hole if you fall into a hole, and rocket things forward. And then, like, you know, the universe comes in with all these opportunities and blessings and reasons why it was a good idea to look after yourself, you know, or to do that thing, whatever the prompt might have been from spirit. But anyway, sorry, back to this. Where are we? Pessimistically, the higher your vibration, the lighter you will feel in your body, your mind, and your emotions. You'll have more clarity and be able to express love and joy and have a sense of peace. You'll feel positive and be able to take on challenges. Your life will flow with ease and synchronicity. When your vibration is higher, your energetic body or aura will reflect this, as it will be full of white light. You may feel that your heart is more open and that you're more compassionate for others and their processes. You'll be less likely to lash out at others, as you will want to be more loving. As you become more aware of your energetic frequency, you will notice your high vibrations affect the energy of those with whom you come into contact. You might start seeing subtle changes in those around you. You might be aware of this vibrational dissonance you feel when you enter a low vibrational situation. Everyone can raise their vibration. It requires commitment. But when you shift your energy, you will attract people who vibrate at the same level. That's that 8 and 3 of Wands. 8 of Wands, sorry, 3 of Cups. It requires commitment. Yeah, your thought patterns will become healing, supportive, and help you view your life and your choices with clarity and optimism. As you manage your energy and stay in higher, loving frequencies, your ability to express gratitude will become second nature. And it's such a beautiful, loving Leo energy. Leo might be very prominent for you in your chart. We've got Sagittarius there too. We've got a lot of fire there. Might as well talk about it as I can see them. Libra, Pisces, Taurus, Aries, Sagittarius again. Cancer is here. Taurus again. Yeah, thought I'd mention them since I mentioned a couple. Can't leave the rest out. But anyway, your sign, maybe not. It's all good if it isn't. So yeah, it looks like this week ahead is very much like just you're moving forward. You're stepping more into your power. You're finding more what works. You're finding more of your truth. You're putting one foot in front of the other with a particular plan. There is divine timing wrapped around that. But, you know, it's very much like that card says, has to do with your vibration. So don't stay here too long, but allow yourself to be there too, by all means. Feel what you need to feel. Do not suppress. Now, in the challenge, we've got the 9 of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups, and the 4 of Pentacles. It feels like financial stress here. For some of you, it's about there has maybe been an abandonment wound triggered in the past, and you might be still recovering from a loss of a connection or something like this. For a lot of you, this is about your financial stability, maybe your worldly possessions, where you live, your situation on a very physical level. There is a emotional attachment there with the 5 of Cups. However, I do feel like a lot of this stress is that you're not quite where you want to be yet, or that things aren't, there's a divine timing factor here. You may need to save your money right now. You need to save your resources. Maybe the fact that you've had to say no to someone or pull back for your energy may be very painful for you. You may have been someone that you find that hard to say no and put yourself first, or put, you know, the right course of action first. That might have been a challenge. Feeling gratitude and feeling abundance when you are in a lower state, like the other card says, maybe the challenge here this week, or at this time. So that's the challenge. What will help with the challenge? I love these cards. They came out in such a powerful pile. We've got the Moon, the 5 of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the 5 of Swords. How's that for a message? 2 major arcanas and 2 fives. 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. That's like, what a powerful hit. What I'm seeing here is these perceptions that are not quite true. There's a recovery here. Life experiences have led you here. I can see that for sure. But there's also a recovery of your perception when it comes to abundance, your value, your ability, your worth, all of those personal inequalities. It very much feels like a vibrational alignment situation, and you're coming to unlearn some things here when it comes to abundance, connection, what you're worthy of. With the Moon here and the 5 of Pentacles, there is a lot of fear about lack and loss, and there's also a lot of illusion here too, though, that perhaps all is not lost and you're actually a lot more abundant, supported than you may realize. With the 5 of Swords on the end of all of this, I feel as well, God, there's so many things coming here. For some of you, this is like living a way of life that's just not honest or true for you anymore, and really needing to move yourself from that way of living. For some of you, it's old stuffy religious structures. You know, for others, it can be so many different things, but it's not serving you. There's a lot of lack of power or giving power away in these cards, and it's time to just cut that out. You know, pull your energy back, pull your power back, clear your energy, clear your mind, there's a lot of clearing to be done here. 5 of Swords is also like there's something here that you just can't beat, if that makes sense. I don't know. There may be something here that it's a brick wall sort of fight, so you're gonna have to just leave that one, if that resonates. I also feel that there's a lot of wisdom at your fingertips when I see this as well, and that it's time to utilize that and sort of build up your own traditions, or build up your own routine, strengthen a routine, strengthen something that you're repetitive with. Embody the teachings that you already have, like that wisdom at your fingertips, utilize it. Use the tools sort of message, because you are way more abundant than you realize, and that the more you connect to that, the more that it will flow to you. I really feel like Spirit wants to be there for you and help you. And with the Six of Pentacles and the current energy, like that's, and the Magician, you may be very well manifesting reciprocity in life, and that's through your own inner tweaking. So like looking at things differently, the way you change the way you look at the world you look at will change. It's that sort of thing. So there's a lot of, like, even with the balance, justice scales here, Magician, like there's a deliverance of justice in one way or another in your life, whether that's in like a literal legal system, or just within how your own balance in your life and what you're manifesting. In further guidance for this reading, you have the Ten of Cups, Temperance, and the Page of Swords. I just love all of the energy that's here. It's sweet. It doesn't feel like a dramatically massive message. It feels like it really feels like that let Spirit be your guide and look at the bigger picture, sort of stepping back, like learn all you can, love what you do, enjoy the people you spend your day with, embrace healing and balance. That's like, this message is so soft and I don't know, maybe cliche, but it's what it is. The Ten of Cups, the King of Cups, the Nine of Cups is even the bottom deck energy. Underneath that's the Four of Wands and Strength. For some of you, there's a very, very special relationship in this reading and in your life that is manifesting here as well. Whatever it is that you want, whether it's a really, a special role in your community that you'd like to grow into, like whatever this is for you, there's so much wish fulfillment, and where you move forward to, like the Oracle card going forward, like you're moving, you need not be distracted by drama or anything else, because you need to focus on this, whatever this is, because you're moving into abundance, prosperity, you're being guided, you're being assisted. Like, keep wanting to look at that cup there. God, I know I'm all over the shop in this reading. Maybe you are too. Let's be all over the shop together. I just keep seeing how the High Priestess is handing you that cup. Like, Spirit is handing you that cup. And there's someone else here watching over you too. Someone who's not in Spirit. But, yeah. And just King of Cups, because it's such a broad general reading, like doesn't mean that that's a masculine. If that could be a woman who's there looking out for you, a mother, a lover, a friend, sister, whatever. Yeah, so back over here, we've got beautiful situation with family, Ten of Cups. So this is in the added guidance of Spirit. And it's to embrace, the things you love, your pets, your home space. Just go with the flow, let yourself be healed, let yourself go through things nice and balanced, and having patience and just taking it easy and opening your mind to look at things differently. I see a lot of, like, really big healing of the mind space, and a healing of how we respond in relationships, like just being so much more conscious with the way you're connecting with people or speaking with people, coming from a more balanced and pure place. It feels just lovely. Feels lovely. It feels like you in your power, but not in a big, overtly overpowering, powerful way, but like just, you know what I mean? Like, so I love that vibe whenever I'm getting from there. It's gorgeous. So the outcome energy was the Emperor, the Empress, and the Six of Cups. That was quite amazing to see as well. So for those that this may pertain to a very special relationship, or there's a special relationship in your life, I do see that developing and growing in a really abundant and beautiful way. The Empress and the Emperor together in the outcome. This doesn't have to be about a relationship or family, but we got the Six of Cups here, so you can maybe have children in this situation, family, people from the past, like really deep soulmate connection from the past. But this doesn't have to be about anyone but you as well, for those of you that this is about just you. And this is about you being in your power in such a balanced way, as we've seen throughout this whole reading. Not too far in the masculine, not too far in the feminine. You're really achieving all that you could possibly want to achieve with this energy. This is a really, really strong leveling up throughout this whole reading. What you're being guided towards, what you're building, the things that you will have and attract are massive in the future. I don't know how far that is for everyone in this reading. So for some of you, stepping into this energy like now, this is happening. For some of you, this is a big journey you're moving through, and this is a way off. I don't know. It's general, and but yeah, it's there's a lot of love and support around you, whether you know that or not right now. So over into the Oracle, we've gone through most of them. So we've got the self-care prompts. Journal was one of those. It might be helpful to write things down right now. Journal, get your thoughts out. Really, really, really helpful. We've got connect to the earth. Taking a walk in nature is always beneficial. If you can do that daily, that would be wonderful. But there's so many other ways to connect with earth element. You can get creative with that. Now you got 2 cards from the same deck that say clear your energy. I thought that was really awesome. So there's you can't get much louder than that. High Priestess in the center of your reading offering you a cup. So follow the promptings from the High Priestess, from your spirit. Clear your energy. Do a practice of some kind. Sage is in both. Maybe you'd like to make your own sage. We have exercise. Another wonderful thing to do for yourself. 8 of Wands is in your week. We've got high energy with the lion there as well. So if you've got energy like that, utilize it, work out, get stronger. And give less stuffs. Yeah, just fuck it. The less you give a fuck, the happier you'll be. Sorry about my language there. Maybe kids watching, but you know, don't worry about it. Everything's going to be fine. And that's where I'm going to end your reading, group 1. 9 of Cups on the underlying energy. This is all about your wishes coming true, and things are moving forward in alignment for you. The word alignment feels quite massive, and what I say earlier, beneficial. So think about those 2 words, I guess. Hope they resonate. And that being said, group 1, I'll leave you with it. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I hope it's given you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance. If you'd like a private reading, they're in the description box below. And I look forward to connecting with you all again soon. Bye, group 1. Hey, group 2, and welcome to your reading. If you've chosen this little piece of agate, little slice, then this one is for you. So I did a little Google. These are new slices that I got the other day. So I did a little Google of what the agate slice is, but personally, I felt this one was very feminine. So maybe for some of you, it might be a prompt to have a feminine health check, or just look after that area, feminine health in some way. So I did just feel that. Now I'm seeing a butterfly wing. So definitely the message of transformation as well. It's just really beautiful butterfly, actually, like really beautiful. So like a real beauty, maybe a glow up is happening for you as well. Like just something that just shines from the inside out, like really changes your skin and your eyes, like everything really healthy and nice. So maybe health is a thing here. So what did I get from Google? I got the agate slice is messages of bringing, changing negative energy into positive energy. So transformation. Well, that's the butterfly, isn't it? It's also for enhancing mental function, concentration, perception, and analytical ability. So that's all mind power there. So really changing the way you think, the way you view things. It's also here has soothing anger and instills security and safety. And they felt like really important messages. And then as I was pulling your cards, there's a few times I actually felt like crying. Like it felt so like beautiful tears, but tears that also felt for you in your journey and your pain and the tenderness of where you might find yourself, or just right? You might resonate with that. So if I cry when I'm trying to read, like, excuse me, but damn, there's some feelings here. Anyway, you've got like a really amazing reading, a very powerful time in your life, or a very, like a pivotal moment perhaps for you. So stay tuned, group 2. I think it's an important message this week. I don't normally say that, but it just feels that way. So anyway, we've got 4 aces. So we've got all the aces here. There's a bit to get through. Let's just jump out with the past energy, and the 10 of Wands was the first card, and here you are. I feel like this is the first one to sit with for a moment, because this you may not be in this energy currently, you've left this energy, but this was you a moment ago perhaps, or still coming out of potentially. You've come through a really heavy and long journey. You're like, she's carrying a lot of baggage here, and it's not easy to keep moving with all of this weight. It's hard to get where she wants to go with any great speed, you know, and to feel well when she gets there if she keeps carrying all of this. So I feel like a lot of this is just experiences that you might be carrying, but either way, we now have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. This is still all in the past and current sort of energy, where you've decided to take up something completely different, a new growth here, and you're doing it with both your hands. So you must have freed your hands up. You must have cleared some of this stuff you've been carrying to be able to hold this new birth with both hands. And if that's the story for you, continuing doing exactly that, because it's lightening the load and it's clearing space for what's meant to be in your world. So if you've been releasing things or people or places or habits or situations, anything at all, trust that it has been the right move and that you are really cultivating something amazing and beautiful. The Ace of Wands here, she even has a bit of a tear here. Like this whole experience may be a little tear jerking for you, or it may be very tender, because there's a sense of real vulnerability here. And so with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, this can also be about an inspired idea that you have. You might have a creative idea about a business adventure or a career you'd like to move into, or a place you'd like to live, a lifestyle goals you might have, whatever it is. The Ace of Wands, it's a passion, it's creativity, it's vision. It's also inspiration from spirit. It's having the ability to connect to those messages and act on them. So there's a lot of fresh energy here. As this Ace of Wands, this is quite amazing. The Ace of Wands turns to the Two of Wands. So you've got this spark, this new birth, something new that you're wanting to grow. And it's time for careful planning. It's time to looking at what's required to make this happen, whatever this might be for you. It could be like the whole grand scheme of your life, and it could be smaller, could be to do with one area. But anyway, she looks at out to the horizon, out this window. The old wand, there's nothing left around that wand for her. The opportunities are around taking a different path here, and so that's quite clear. And it gets even more impressive because the next cards are the Fool and then the Three of Wands. So Ace, Two, and Three of Wands all consecutively, with a major arcana, the Fool, in the middle, taking that leap of faith, just falling into this beautiful, like that looks like that. If you fell into that, like, God, what would be on the other side? And how amazing would it feel to just penetrate the surface of that? The magic and the healing you'd receive. Like, and then she holds an amethyst in her hand as she falls. Like, this is so intuitively guided, divinely guided, this new beginning for you. There's the Two of Wands. It's like really time to start thinking about doing things you've never done before. With the Fool, it's uncharted territory. It's stuff you've never dreamed of, or maybe you thought, oh, maybe that's not for me, or something. Like, you may have some story wrapped around why you haven't done certain things that maybe look cool or impressive to you that you'd like to try, or, you know, would be nice. It's time to start looking or planning for these things to be in your world, because it's what's coming. There's a really massive change and a beautiful new beginning and a lot of prosperity. Like, the Oracle cards echo the tarot message ridiculously well. And I wanted to show you everything at once. It's readings like this I wish you could see the table as well. I'll get around to that one day. But anyway, here we are. The message is what matters. The Three of Wands. So this is also a timing card. There's a bit of energy here where it, like, what do I want to say? There's a lot in this message and I don't want to rush it. Okay, and that might be part of this as well, as you don't want to rush this part of the journey. You don't want to rush all the intricate little things that you're going to learn along the way, all the little tools you're going to gather, all the little practices you're going to utilize, because there's a big shift and change here. Like, you're not, the way things were in the past and not how they're going to be in the future. There's new growth and you really want to support that and keep supporting that. Don't give up on it. And that, I feel, requires you to do different things, use different tools. The Three of Wands here is like, she's already made a bit of the change, so she's waiting to see the results, waiting to see things come in for her after having made a change. I feel like there's lots of perhaps little changes you're wanting to make, or different little things you're wanting to learn. There is a timing part here, but it's also this sense of not wanting to rush it either, because the timing is what serves you, in the sense that you need to utilize this time to cultivate and learn and grow. So further into the week ahead, and I feel like this extends well past that, but not, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and that's kind of where you're looking, you set your sights to, right? You set your sights to prosperity, to success, to wellness of health, wellness of mind, beautiful home space, loving connections, family, children, pets. Like the Queen of Pentacles is, she's kind of got it all in my eyes. Very, very beautiful, nurturing energy, and just sort of, living life on their own terms, in a sense. Like they don't need approval or validation externally. They're just doing their best and being their best and shining and giving love and giving life, and very connected to the earth, and just, it's gorgeous energy. There's a lot of Taurus energy in this reading, come to think of it. I might as well say the other signs while I mention it. I see Aquarius here, as well as Leo and Gemini. Yeah. It's okay if that's your sign. It's all good if it's not. It doesn't matter too much. So anyway, back over to this part of the reading, you're setting your sights on an abundant horizon. And with the Two of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords here, it's like there's adjustments that are required to get there, and you realize that. And with the Two of Pentacles, it's like there may be some mindset shifts that are required here, looking at things a little differently, or embracing things a little differently, opening your mind, learning new things, right? But there's also this need to stay calm and balanced in the face of change, and while you're still coming up against the old as you integrate into the new. Like there's the in-between, and there's still that triggers perhaps, or just things that come up for you that you are shedding a light on. And with the Ace of Swords, like you're really seeing the truth of things. Like you're getting to the center of your own mind, perhaps, when with regards to certain things, with your healing as well. I see certain healing modalities that would really help you, maybe very different, but you'll know what's for you. I don't want to suggest any, because I feel like really niche and different type things would be supportive, and let your mind carry you to what that is for you. But I also see a lot of learning here, a lot of insight into what's needed to be done to get to where you need to go. It's that sort of thing. Like your mind is being opened. The truth is here. You see it for what it is. You know what you've got to do. Like the truth is guiding you. It feels very much like that. But in the interim, there's still other things that you're juggling. There's still the old a little bit, perhaps. There's still maybe struggle in implementing choices that are for your benefit, right? We all struggle with making the greatest choice all the time. Like nobody's perfect, damn. Anyway, let's go to the challenge and discuss it. Hey, we've got the Lovers, we've got Strength, we've got the Ten of Swords and the Page of Swords. So Lovers and Strength, I'd love to see them straight away. That's what I was just speaking about. It's having that strength to make healthy choices, to overcome the lower nature, to respond rather than react. Or like the Lovers is a choice card, the Two of Wands is here. It's like choices that are in alignment. They're not always the easiest choice to make, perhaps, but they're the right choice to make. Ending things that no longer work for you with the Ten of Swords, having the courage to make these conscious choices to truly end things that don't work for you and learn the lessons that are there, to open up a new book. I've really felt that with this one here. As she reads, it's time to read from a new story, perhaps, or open a new book, or write a new story. For some of you are writers. Some of you writing your experiences is going to be really beneficial. I just actually feel like that's a really strong message for someone writing about either the process of literal death, whether maybe you're a death doula for someone out there specifically, but also transformational death as well, like rebirth and that such. But yeah, with Page of Swords here, the challenge might be ending things and learning the lesson from them, or seeing what is needed to be seen. But that will come in time. Give yourself time and space for that, if that's what you're wanting to sort of decode or pull. What do I want to say? To like, what do? We unpack it. We break things down. there may be a bit of that yet to happen on your journey as you heal. But yeah, Ten of Swords, Page of Swords. It is time to let new information open your eyes, and for some of you that's some study that you take up. For others it's just like opening, just whatever it is. And I just don't want to list things because I feel like it could be a lot of things. Righto. We'll move into what will help with the challenge. Let's go through some more there. Nine of Swords and King of Pentacles. I don't know why, but I just like feel, just having a look, one of the challenges might be authority for some people and connecting to this reading. One of the challenges you have might be, I don't know, like fitting into structures that just you don't want to fit in. Something about you feels like you don't want to fit in. I don't want to, I don't know, I'm not sure what that is. With certain things, and it's a good thing. I don't mean that in a negative way at all. Like you shouldn't want to fit in with that stuff. Like you're different for your own special, beautiful reason. I don't know, I just felt there's a resistance to fit some mold here. Good, fly your own flag in the sun. I think it's just time to learn new things. Anyway, what will help with the challenge? We have the Tower, the Nine of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. So what will help with the challenge? Will let things be blown up. Let the Ten of Wands, if that's like part of the baggage that this Tower will just, the lightning will shock and destroy and rip away, then by all means, you don't have to carry it anymore if it's all broken to smithereens, but you can rebuild from the Tower. That's the beauty of it. The Tower is never built on a solid foundation when we see that card, but it also means that you can learn from this Tower moment to build a solid foundation in your next endeavor, in your next new beginning. But it's also with the monarch. I actually saw a monarch butterfly for the first time in a long time yesterday in the garden. But yeah, monarch butterflies in this image here talk again about the transformation that's here for you, in perhaps a shocking change, in something that's maybe really heavy and hard to navigate or handle. It does bring you more independence, more strength in self, more connection to your purpose, more connection to your life, like your everyday, like your home, your routine, just connection to that. Enjoying what you do. The Page of Pentacles, I often feel a very health orientated nature when I see this card, and even the combination, which got these beautiful herbs up here, maybe herbal teas or supplements or things that will be really beneficial, mushrooms, all different types of mushrooms or whatever it is, like just support your system as best you can. Learn new things about how to support your belly or perhaps your feminine health with this beautiful crystal or whatever it might be. Definitely like this Tower feels like an illuminating tower, like not a bad one. Like, well, look, maybe it is, everyone's a little different in this reading, but like it feels beneficial. It feels like it's meant to shock things open so that you can have new growth. It's like kind of similar to the Ten of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Like one's super heavy and then one it gives way to fresh new life. And for some of you, this is like your financial independence, or having your own business, or starting your own business, or just paving your own way, taking up certain opportunities that are there for you. There's opportunities that are coming in for you, and that are already there to act upon those opportunities and show up for them. Further guidance, we have the Eight of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. And I've probably shown you a million times, but I love this deck because of that combo. Like, look at the work you may put into something. He's also sending energy there too, so it's more than just physical support. But look what she reaps on the bottom there. You know, everything you put into this is what you'll get out of it, is that message. But the Eight of Swords, this is your last ace. You've now seen every single ace that the deck has to offer. And on top of that, from the Sacred Destiny Oracle, you've got the New Beginnings card. So, you know, with that many aces, 2 and 3 of Wands, Fool, more cards yet to come, but like that's what I mean, like group 2, sorry. Like I felt at the start, and just the emotion I felt from reading when I first pulled the cards too. It's a special moment, not to be disregarded, you know, at all. But anyway, So the Eight of Swords is here. She's only trapped in her own mind, you know, in the reflection. Is she trapped? Like when she reflects, she may feel trapped, but it's not the truth of the matter. The truth is that she holds her own throat quite closely here. Like she's not tied up at all. It's the thoughts perhaps that are very harmful in this way, or it's also, yeah, the thoughts, it's beliefs. It's, for some of you, I feel there's a modality out there that will really help with that, whatever it might be, a certain practice or a practitioner that will be beneficial, and to utilize that, you'll know what it is, I hope. If not, it'll come to you. There's a lot of things you can do to help with these sorts of things. But we also have the Ace of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles, so it's that very message, but also just to just relax, to just let go. You don't need to work it all out. You don't need to achieve it all right now. You don't need to know it all. You don't need to do it all. Like this is a very just nurture yourself. Just take it easy. Take a load off. Stop being so damn hard on yourself as well. Like Reiki healing is in both of these cards, I feel. So maybe a Reiki session would be nice. You can do it on yourself. You don't need to be attuned. People might shoot me for that, but I believe you can do it regardless. Nobody taught the witch in the cottage, right? Anyway, invest in your health, invest in your career choices, invest in your everyday, invest in you is the message here. Take it slow. Seven of Pentacles is, doing the work and not exactly seeing the results straight away. Like you're going to have to put in the effort. You're not going to see it all happen very quickly. You will be guided and rewarded and blessed every step of the way. When you're on the right path, what you need is before you. Always, so you'll know, and you will be blessed and taken care of. Believe it and embody that belief, truly. But do understand as well, which I think you do, that it'll be there's a real need to invest. And look, let's pull it up. You've got from the Moonology deck, new moon in Taurus, prosperity lies ahead, and it's new moon, right? And the next card that from a different deck was a openness, and it's a full moon. And it's this openness is about receptivity and being open to receive, just being open to let things unfold as they're supposed to. It's a bit more of a passive energy. It's not so much going out there and aggressively going for something. It's more of a gentle becoming and unfolding, and just being open to whatever Spirit's got in plan for you, because it feels a bit bigger than I don't know. Dropping stuff. All right. Prosperity lies ahead. Investment is required. Your outcome cards. We'll get to the oracles in a moment. But the outcome, we have the Star. First of all, renewal of hope, feeling divinely guided, feeling blessed. The stars aligning for you. And there is a great, massive renewal of hope. That's why the tears I had, the kind of beautiful tears, because, oh my goodness, this is the best for you. But it's not easy either, and it was mixed feels. But you've also got this. That's what these next cards are too. The Six of Swords and the Nine of Wands. So while you are healing and moving ahead, there's still rockiness to move through. You're still lightening the load. The Six of Swords is talking about coming into a calmer time in your life after having a real turbulent heck of a time. A problem, an issue, something, a challenge. And this could have been lifelong, finally you're reaching the banks of just salvation, I'm hearing. You finally might be just washing up on the shore and just finding yourself again. The Nine of Wands is, it is the wounded warrior, but I like her poise. She's determined. She's like, ain't nobody gonna get me now. It's this, you've been strengthened. There's a forging that's happened through your journey. I think that's really strengthened you in good ways too. There's a lot as you reflect, some of your harder times may have really shaped some great qualities in you. Resilience comes to mind. But yeah, the Nine of Wands, the Star, this is it's going to require another push. It's going to require your energy. There's going to be times when you may be a little less motivated, and you've got to just push through repetition purposes to get a pattern created. But you will get there. Underlying energy of this reading is the Three of Pentacles, so there's support here for you too. And when I see these cards, I see a bit of an alone journey, I've got to say. However, I just saw 222 2. Yeah, on the recording then. But anyway, however, I do feel a lot of this journey, it's your job, it's your thing you've got to do, and you might be someone who likes to be alone a fair bit, but there's a team there for you, whether it's your family, colleagues, just people that love you, friends. Like, you've got people that are there for you, and you're going to meet more of those if that's what you want. Like, if you're open to it, I do feel that's there for you. There's collaboration, teamwork, community here in the underlying energy of this reading. So the more you work on whatever this is for you, the more you're going to really align to these really, really beneficial connections. I see the World and the 5 of Wands under that, and away from stuff that just, you may have had nothing but crappy connections. That could be the experience for you, but that's not the case anymore. It's nothing but good connections in the future for you. From whatever you've had, don't expect to get that again. The World is on top of the 5 and the 7 of Wands. No longer do you need to defend yourself or like just go through that shit. You can just be who you are and be loved and accepted for it. That's where you're headed. And the 8 of Pentacles now, I see, it's just required, and the, damn it, all right, fine. The Queen of Swords too, like, let's put it that way. Like, you got to get serious, you got to focus, you can do this. It's not being distracted by the other things. It's going through your own cycles, learning your own cycles, like coming to learn your own cycles, like learn about yourself, learn your practices, develop new skills, create relationships with new tools and practices. Like, it's the best life. Anyway, let's go over to the oracles. I wanted to read from the book because it's kind of sweet. So we had the Wombat Spirit, be at home. And burrowing deep into the ground, remaining safe and sound and well fed with family is a special trait of the wombat. Home sweet home is always available if you recognize that well-being is the truth of life. Wombat Spirit reminds you that to be truly at home in the world, you need to find comfort within your own skin. You do this by accepting all your experience without judgment, through a deep honesty and love of life. When you feel the freedom to be yourself, you can begin to truly feel at home in your life with your family and tribe. Right now, you're in a beautiful place where you can hang up your coat of your identity and settle into a true sense of home and well-being, understanding that all is well. Everything you do from this place rings true in harmony with spirit. There is a protection message that could it be that you're not feeling comfortable in your own skin, thinking that the only way you can be with others is to hide under the protection of a mask or identity that you've created to protect yourself from getting hurt. This mask or persona is supposed to make you look strong, but it really just robs you of your integrity. Wombat Spirit arrives to nudge you to drop the false masks, because it is not others who will hurt you now. It is you who are hurting yourself when you aren't being authentic. It's okay though. You can course correct if you are willing to be yourself no matter what comes. Even if others are not in agreement with your authenticity, is safe with spirit. You are safe with spirit. I like that. Wombat Spirit, but just a message of enjoying your home space and just enjoying your body, looking after it, nourishing your temple. Which makes me want to jump straight over to these self-care prompts of positive affirmation and energy work. Like, both of these images like really focus on the inner world, I see. And so home is more than where you rest your head. You know, it's also where you rest your heart and your mind. Your body, your temple, I mean to say, of course. Healthy, happy, I love myself, worthy, grateful, brave, beautiful, I choose love, written on her. And energy work, like I said, there may be a certain modality that calls to you that will be beneficial to see a practitioner in, or do it yourself. Any energy work you'd like to do. We have openness, we already saw that before, and prosperity lies ahead. So this is about new beginnings, and that sits above like 2 aces and a 2 of wands and a fool. Like, it doesn't get any clearer than that. Then to see the new beginnings card then come out, it's like, whoa, okay, group 2. We have another card I'll read from the book for. It's Tools from the Gratitude Oracle. Everyone has spiritual potential that can be nurtured. Spiritual practices can raise your energy and help you connect to the divine power within you and those around you. There are many ways to clear your energy and elevate your conscious mind. Practicing gratitude is a tool for spiritual growth. You can also use grounding, energy clearing, incense, crystals, breathwork, meditation, mantras, crystal grids, divination, and unconditional love, to name a few. Spiritual tools help you improve your auric field and raise your vibration, bringing about an immediate release and a lighter feeling. Chakra work can identify energy blocks so you can clear and bring your chakras back into balance. Clearing your energy will restore your spiritual, emotional, and spiritual balance. I've seen a few typos in this book. Anyway, there are tools for finding peace when life gets hectic. They are innate skills meant to offer you the support you need. Using them regularly will help you pursue your goals, tune into your intuition, and keep you motivated and inspired. A daily practice can build your capacity for calm, considered responses to life's deviations. Developing your spiritual tools doesn't have to be time consuming. Keeping a journal can grow your self-awareness. Starting each day by drawing a card from an oracle deck can encourage reflection. Listing things you're grateful for builds positivity. Working with crystals or creating an altar can connect you to healing energies. There are many ways you can develop your tools and benefit from applying them in your everyday routine. And then it goes to describe the fairy card, but yeah. I love that. I love that because I'm talking about that all the time, about using these little tools. And it's this card that I think of when I say that, the small things that matter. And then that came out for you. It couldn't get any better. Sometimes it's the little things that make life wonderful. And it is. It's about tweaking the seemingly mundane, bringing the magic into the mundane. And that even came with the routine. Yeah, look, create a routine, but make it magical, add more magic to your routine, make life fun and beautiful, and that's where you connect to the gratitude, right? Anyway, we had that, all right, I already did show you this, but I'll show it again. Positive affirmation and energy work. You might like to see a practitioner or have it done. With that other card mentioned chakra clearing, so maybe a chakra meditation for you. We have connect with fire. You might like to have a little burning bowl ritual, or just have a flame, a candle going would be nice. However it is that fire connects to you. If you have a property, enough space to be able to have an outdoor fire, then go for it. Invite me. We have nutrition. I love that. Always a great recommendation of looking after your body, and I've seen it here a few times, especially that Page of Pentacles. Really time to nourish your body. Get creative. Don't fear creation. Sometimes being organized and having a clear space can create that room for creation to arise as well, which comes with a routine, having a routine and being organized, space for creativity. And then there's small things that matter. So group 2, I've loved it. Page of Cups, I feel it in my heart. So that is what I have for you, group 2, in this reading. I hope it has given you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance. And if you'd like a personal reading, you can get that in the description box below. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 2. Hey, group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you've chosen this little slice of agate, then this one is for you. So it kind of looks a bit like an eye, maybe the third eye being purple. And group 3 often do get a lot of high third eye chakra energy, I've noticed in the readings as we've gone through them. And also notice the colours really match in these cards too. There's lots of beautiful purples here on the table. Constant, lots of purple. So we'll get to all those in a moment. I did do a little Google. As you can see, it got all agate slices. So I did a little Google and found that it brings the message of transforming negative energy into positive energy. And it also brings that message of mental concentration and the ability to analyze things and break things down, and helping with concentration, and so lots of focus here. And actually that's so funny because I look at your oracle card focus. You have the card focus here on the table. So let's just jump into your reading, group 3, see what comes up for you. So we're starting out with the 3 of Cups, the 6 of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles in your past energy. So this is really good times. Blessings are here for you with the 3 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. This is friendships coming into your life. You've even got this card here, the chosen oracle for your reading was Rabbit Spirit. Now is a lucky time. So I do see a lot of benefit here for you, a lot of support, assistance. You may have enough to share and give assistance to other people. 6 of Pentacles is about benevolence and reciprocity and kindness. So you may be experiencing kindness from the other people around you, or you might be able to offer some, extend some kindness to other people yourself. Three of Cups is a celebration, so you may have really achieved, you might have achieved something yourself lately. I do actually feel for a lot of you that this new birth is actually you, and you've got a team of people around you that are so excited to see this new growth that you're going through. Whatever it is that you've done, somebody's watching, I feel. Maybe a group of people even that are really cheering you on. These could be your friends, this could be your community, your co-workers, your colleagues, your family, whoever it is for you. I really do feel that is people around you. And now some of you may feel like, okay, I don't have anyone around me and I'm very isolated right now, and that may be the case. And if that's the case, we're going to get into that, because there's a lot in this reading about collaboration, connection, companionship, groups of people, and valuing those parts of life. But we'll just start here. It does look though for group 3 that in the past energy, if this hasn't happened, then it's a desire to make that happen, to find connection, or to bring more of that into your world. So with the King of Pentacles here as well, I feel like that's also the message of, sorry if that's really loud revving, my neighbour's doing some mechanics today, getting his King of Pentacles on. But yeah, this is you building stability for yourself. We've even got the Eight of Pentacles as we move into the week ahead energy. Hopefully the microphones are good enough to not pick that up too much, because it is kind of loud. But roadies are good mics. Anyway, we've got time to focus, time to create stability, and that's what you're doing. Maybe you're creating stability within your home space with the Four of Pentacles here as well. Like, you're definitely trying to build something. This could have a lot to do with your career, renovations of a home. There's so many things this could be. You're working on something, you're building something. You quite literally could be building a tree house for your child. Like, it could be that literal for you. But you're creating more stability. I feel like maybe working on something that is going to benefit a lot of other people one day. It's a good time for you to start maybe showing the world, or coming out into the world with some of the work that you've been doing. I kept hearing when I was pulling the cards, working behind closed doors. Maybe that's what you've been doing for some time. Or maybe you feel like you've still got to work behind closed doors a little more before you're ready to reveal something to the world, or to step into the next path or next chapter. So, all right, where are we going to go? Leave you in the past, King of Pentacles. Moving into the current week ahead, current energy in the week ahead. I feel like there was actually a few different messages that this could mean. There's definitely some relationship stuff going on here. Like, actually feel that you may have someone in your life that's helped you a great deal, maybe brought stability into your life. It could be your boss. You could have received something from someone that's been really helpful. A really generous person, I do feel, is there, that has looked after you in the recent past. Anyway, we'll move forward. We got the Eight of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Eight of Wands. And that actually goes on, I'll hold them all because I feel like it's a whole thing this week. So we've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Wands. Queen of Swords, damn, I gotta get my head together. So, what can I say here? There's definitely a change afoot here, I want to say. This week, things are changing, maybe within the home space or the space that you're staying in or living in at this time. There may be a literal move of home, but there's definitely a change here with regards to, I can't actually even say what it's with regards to, because it feels like it's going to be very different for everyone. For some, it's with regards to this relationship or this person who's been really beneficial to you. There may be a misunderstanding between you both. I do feel that for some people there's a potential misunderstanding that you clear the air and everything works out fine, but there's something there where there's perhaps been a misunderstanding, or will be this week. There's also, I want to actually get more clarification on this energy, because it's like, it's a few vibes I feel. So let's just confirm that Five of Swords here. I do feel I saw the King of Swords just now, so I do feel like something out of the blue, or something said miscommunication wise. Yeah, look, we've got the Five of Wands, the Tower, Seven of Wands, and the King of Swords did come out. These are kind of reversed, but are they? If they are reversed, you might be dealing with somebody, or this could be within your own nature as well, that is overly defensive or overly self-protective and has perhaps taken extreme measures to protect themselves, or whether or not they're in the right or wrong, it doesn't matter. It's perhaps this person or yourself is really wanting to protect themselves. And there's been a flare-up and a misunderstanding is what I feel this is. I don't know if this is as serious as it feels, if that makes sense. It might just be emotions running high or something. There is a need to create distance, space, and calm if that is unfolding for you. The Tower and the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords being here, I just feel like there is some sort of eruption, but it clears the way for things to move forward in the correct direction, or there's some amendment. Maybe it's a conversation had, maybe the conversation is later after some space, or take it how it resonates. If maybe this doesn't resonate and it's a different pile for you, I'm not sure. I actually felt this last week, group 3, where the week looked good and then there was a bump in the road. And it sort of seems similar to last week in a way, if that might resonate, if you chose group 3 last week. Like maybe that is that situation ongoing potentially. But there's a truth said here with the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords looks to the Eight of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune as well. So it's like I feel you're the Queen of Swords. I feel like you're saying things that make that it's just your truth. It's what you need to do. You're making a strong choice, potentially corrective action. The Eight of Wands is a lot of communication between you and another person. So there will be communication that creates change, where you then get to say your piece, or you get to create a choice. Let's get a little bit further on the Wheel of Fortune, perhaps. Didn't expect the reading to quite go this way, but whatever. There's so much here. Not taking all them, thanks. All right, we'll take the Wheel of the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is frozen. We've got the Ice Queen here, so things may feel a little bit stagnant or frozen at the moment. Things might not be going forward in the way that you'd like them to be going. But it doesn't mean that things aren't on course and things aren't unfolding exactly how they're supposed to. Like you've got, I'm just being called to pick up trust, and then the Rabbit Spirit, that now is actually a lucky time, and you also have the Oracle card of focus. So it's not a time to get overwhelmed by any dramas or little things that might be happening. And if it was with a very special person to you, I do believe that this will be worked out, and that it's not like a, end of the world situation. If that resonates in some way, I do feel like you're leaving something that doesn't work, or there's an abruptness that needs you to leave, or you need to just take a breather or whatever, and you can return to it when you've got your head together. Like the crystal even indicates, concentration, mental function, and analytical ability. So that's here this week, needing to sort of step back and see things a bit more. What's the word? A bit more neutral or something. So in the challenge, we've got the Moon, the Hermit, and the Ace of Pentacles. So there is, for some, I actually feel a fear of coming out of hermitude in this energy, of actually a fear of revealing yourself or being vulnerable or stepping out into something, stepping further into whatever this new beginning is for you. There's a fear there. There's something I think you want to hold yourself back from, in a sense. But it's also, for others of you, you may resonate that you're feeling very isolated and you'd like to come out and meet other people and sort of branch out and sort of have a new beginning and new growth in your life and see a new chapter unfold. For others, it's fear of that, but it's also what you would like, I do believe. There's a lot of change and uncertainty in a certain situation here, so there's a need to just play it out and let things unfold, and just self-reflect quite a lot with the Hermit here as well. There's a lot of illusion within this situation. There may be a sense of you may feel like there's something elusive here, that you might not fully see all the information, or you might feel like you can't fully trust someone's intentions, or you might, it's a tricky week to read group 3, I've got to say. But the challenge is not overreacting and just taking that step back and grounding yourself. That's what the challenge is, to really just do that for yourself. What will help with that challenge? Well, the Empress. Just remember who you are. A really big one when I saw that. Like, remember who you are. You're a beautiful person. You've got a lot of skills and awareness. You have tools that you can use to step into your power at any given moment, and you've also got a lot of abundance at your fingertips to share with others. And so nurture yourself, nurture others. What was next was the 3 of Wands and Temperance, 2 timing cards of real big patience, of letting things unfold, of just looking after yourself the best way you know how, and then trusting that the rest will come as it is supposed to. There is the 9 of Swords here as well. There's a need to temper some negative thinking. There might even be some really gnarly dreams that are giving you strong messages, or maybe lack of sleep and rest. But the message here is to be patient with the unfolding of something, create more balance, and just nurture yourself with that Empress card there as well. 9 of Swords, yeah. Anything else here? 6 of Wands. Let yourself be seen. The 6 of Wands and the Empress. Yeah, okay, I can see that now as well. You might be becoming something and growing something quite large, and you might might be a little overwhelming of what you're sort of getting yourself into, or might just have fear of being seen. You've even got actually this full moon in Aquarius, show the world the real you, and then the 6 of Wands. So it might be time for you to share your work with the world, or share who you are, or your feelings, or maybe with a special person. Like, let that person know how you feel. That 3 of Pentacles on the bottom, collaboration, the right people coming towards you. I saw the Tower there as well, and the Princess of Swords. So for me, that's Tower moments, strengthening your independence, but then also allowing you to remain open-minded and open-hearted to understanding situations, other people, and there's a lot to be gained. Oh, I see the 3 of Swords there too, and the Devil. This reading got interesting. There's a lot to be reflected on with regards to a certain connection or an attachment, for sure. I see the Justice and the, I don't know, I kept saying, I'm going to say Libra, and it's like, not Libra, it's Justice. Libra and the Fool. Libra, Justice and the Fool. There needs to be, equilibrium, more balance, more honesty. Okay. Sorry, group 3, this reading feels a little butchered. I hope it makes sense and gives you something anyway. Further guidance, we've got the Page of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. This is nice grounding energy. The 6 of Swords, as we know, is about coming out of a turbulent time and just finding a little bit more calm. Speaking truth, seeing things for what they are, having careful plans with your routine, with your finances, planning your career. Maybe she's writing a budget right here. She's got her coin stack. She's making plans so that the future can go a lot smoother. It's also a lot of transparency and clarity here as well. So I feel like this is about being very honest with people, having honest communication, going both ways. Lots of understanding and lots of just releasing as well. Outcome energy for this reading is the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups on either side of the Page of Cups. So I feel like you've got really, really big dreams here, and that those dreams are coming for you. They are happening. I can absolutely see that. And it's just a matter of becoming. It's a really, I don't even know. I feel like this reading, if it was on a personal level, it would probably be a lot more beneficial, because it feels almost a bit cliche in the way I'm reading it, but maybe it's resonating from the way you need to hear it. But yeah, with the Page of Cups in the center, I also immediately see this forgiveness, compassionate energy as well. So if there is a situation that is tense with somebody, then you can expect things to work out just fine, and there to be a heart-to-heart conversation, and to be on the same page, lots of transparency, like I said before, lots of honest communication, lots of planning, lots of just structure, stability, not distraction, not distracted, just pulling the energy back, looking after your home, looking after your garden. Like it feels like that sort of stuff. But also looking at the bigger picture, like the dream that you want to create as well. So I do feel there's a lot to digest at the moment for group 3. I don't even know what to say, honestly, and it's strange because usually I do and I just don't. Almost want to like stop the reading, start it all again and just see what comes through fresh. That's kind of how it feels for me. I'm not going to, but it feels that way. So maybe you feel that way in some way. Like, would it be nice to start fresh with something? Because it feels like it's gotten too confusing at this point, and so I'd rather it be clearer, I'd rather it be cleaner, if that makes sense. But it's not, it is what it is, and so that might be reflective, and we'll keep the reading as it is, hoping that it resonates. But anyway, so we've got lucky, now's a lucky time with Rabbit Spirit. We'll go to the book for it. Have a look. A sunny meadow calls, and Rabbit Spirit appears to lead you out of your dark warren and into the light so that you can participate in a fertile and beautiful experience. It may seem safe below ground, but the magic happens when you come out and take the risk of being vulnerable and co-creating something new. You're being invited into a new life that you have no experience with, but have no fear. Today is also a time to be fruitful and productive as you enjoy Rabbit Spirit's sunny, prophilic energy. At this time, whatever you intend to bring to life will find fertile ground. There are no mistakes, really, when you are co-creating with Spirit, so let new ideas spring to the surface, knowing that now is a lucky time of tremendous possibility. And the protection message, I will go on in case somebody needs it. Vulnerability is required of you now. Even if you don't feel safe, act as if you trust that you'll be okay, and soon you will see that you are okay. To create is to take risks. So at this fortunate, fertile time, banish your fears and recognize the real security in immersing yourself in the process of co-creation. It's okay to admit that you don't really know how to deal with whatever is in front of you. This is where curiosity and not knowing can be a wonderful state of mind. Be playful now, admitting that you are at the beginning of something. Come out to frolic in the sun's nurturing light because it is time to birth something new. We have trust, like completely, like the card just said, trust, focus. See that in the 8 of Pentacles. And then show the world the true you. That's another message of like coming out of your little rabbit warren, letting yourself be seen. Like the Hermit's in the challenge. Maybe you've found it really hard to open up to other people and let yourself be seen, but people would love what they see. You might fear that they won't. That might be what holds you back. Worried that people will see what's on the inside and not like it, and that's not going to be the case, because the next card you actually have is called Companionship. And while I do feel that this message in particular is a very intimate and special connection in your life, many of you may also resonate with companions, not just an intimate lover. Let's read from the book. Having someone to interact with, share an interest with, eat meals with, or just talk to is a reason for gratitude. Knowing you have a friend to call on or spend time with can make a huge difference in your life. When you have no plans to see anyone, your attention to personal grooming may slide. You might not be interested in exercising or trying something new on your own. Spending time with a friend will have you motivated, moving, and giving extra time for your self-care. There are benefits to sharing your thoughts with someone. When you pass along something you have read and found interesting, or provide a listening ear to someone, you're connecting with the world and moving from inside your head. An engaging conversation can dispel loneliness or low energy. Social interaction helps to alleviate your interest in life. Regular engagement with others is linked to feeling happier and more content. Companionship is not limited to human connections. There is a lot to gain and much love to be realized from having a pet. Owning a dog, cat, fish, or bird can stimulate your desire to care. Yeah, even I did not expect how excited those goldfish get when I come near that tank. That's a whole thing. Anyway, contentment and reciprocated love come from companionship with animals. Having an animal in your care can enhance your happiness and reduce stress levels. Companionship. I do feel a special companion in your world. Like I can see the very beautiful couple here. Like they feel like they really belong together and know each other well. your children, the birds that fly up to you, things like that. Anyway, all right, back over here. We have write a gratitude list is in the self-care prompts. Might be a beautiful practice to do. You will feel amazing afterwards. So do write that gratitude list. Use your hands and create art. I figure they go hand in hand. We even see someone here, the horseshoe on the smith, on the anvil, is it? So this is a very much stay focused on your work, create, make, learn, grow. Further self-care prompts we had was get outdoors, never get so busy that you forget to enjoy nature. And then you had these two coming together as well. Start a side hustle and plan your career. So with the 10 of Pentacles in your outcome and the 10 of Cups, it's like you might be dreaming of something here that's like, that's super fulfilling and has a lot to offer other people. I see a legacy when we see this combination, like something you can really pass on and share with people, something that would be really, really successful. And it's your dream, and it's a matter of bringing that dream to life. The Page of Cups is like early days of something. But hang on, I might have shuffled and missed it, but what was on the bottom of this deck was the Queen of Cups. So I see the Hierophant there now too. All right, group 3, that is your reading. I hope that it resonated. I don't even know. It was kind of all over the shop. Maybe that's where you find yourself, but just I do see a really positive message here though, regardless of any minor disruption that you can easily navigate. Yeah, group 3, that's what I have. So hope you've enjoyed that reading. If you're after a private reading, you can get those in the description box. That might be a bit more clarity if you need it, but otherwise I will see you again soon with another reading. And yeah, take care, group 3.